Hello, this is Gene. We're going to talk a little bit about that lineup I just came across. Now, obviously, it wasn't my lineup. I thought Casemiro was going to start this game, and I didn't put Ahmad into the starting level either. So that's interesting. So I think he brings in Ugarte for a little bit more steel in midfield, and I think he brings in Ahmad for a little bit more, I don't know, a goal threat. I just think that Ahmad would be better later in the game. But again, he's a manager. He sees him during training. It is what it is. So let's go through it real quick. Looks like it's Matt Ballandier in goal, of course. Shaw, Delict, and Euro. Obviously, I think we all had that down. I also had Dorgu and Mazzarelli playing the wingbacks. The big issue was number 10s, who was going to be there. What we're going to push Bruno up into there, and then bring in Manu. Apparently, uh, he didn't think Manu's good enough to play against this team. And I think what he said in his press conference was true on him. I think he has to be a little bit quicker on the face with his pace in the midfield, and he does kind of like run around a little bit, like he doesn't know what he's doing, kind of like the Pogba thing. So, and then he's got Ugarte. Ugarte has got knocked out so many times, and this is a big game for us. So this is a big call for him to bring him in. He could definitely do the job. I just hopefully he has a good game. This might be his really last chance to actually be a really important team or a part of this team. It's somebody that we'd have to have because Casemiro is not going to be here next year. So we have to have somebody to be in that position. So, and then he's got Bruno next to him and Ahmad, Mbumbo, and Sesko. That's a good team. It's a balanced team. It comes down probably to about two or three players. Obviously, the goalkeeper has to be at least solid. We can't just give it away goals for no reason. It has to be. He has to be solid, right? He has to just come out. I would be more confident if Heaton was in the game, but regardless, we are we are. The back three, I don't have any problems with that. We might get beaten. Something might happen. You know, these are good players on the other side. They can get by a guy, make a great shot. Nothing you can do about it. I don't think that those guys are going to make any real mistakes, but it could happen, and we just have to support them if that happens because all them guys have played well. And I like having Dorgu back in the game. I think he's going to be very important today. And Mazzarelli on the other side is a very good option. Personally, I like him in the center back, but with Development now, I think that that's fine too. And you might actually see some guys moving around doing that. Bruno and Ugarte, it's an interesting midfield. What it should actually be, if Bruno can just be a little bit calm, I don't think that's going to be the game. I think he's going to be doing what he normally does. And then Ugarte is there to just destroy things around him. But you worry about Ugarte, he's already he's almost got like a reputation now that every time he gets a tackle, they give him a yellow. And I don't think as a South American player, I don't think he's that bad as far as being over the top, being passionate and all that. This is a really good opportunity for Ugarte to um, become a real important part of this team. And I think the manager actually said the other day that Manu has to deal with Ugarte too, as far as getting time in the game. And I know what he probably sees in practice. He probably sees Ugarte's on everybody. He's actually trying to get balls off of him, where Kobe doesn't normally do that. He's more of a Rolls Royce type of player. In a team like Man City or something, when they hold on the ball 80%, I think Kobe would be considered one of the best. We don't have that yet, and a lot of that is because of Bruno being there as well. So that was another thing, and this is another conversation you can have if Bruno had actually left and we got somebody else to go by Kobe. Maybe Kobe would be playing every game, but he's still young. He's 20. We go from that. Um, I'm not a big fan of Ahmad at this point. I think he's okay when he plays wingback. At the 10, we'll see. I don't think he's strong enough. I don't think he's as fast as everybody thinks he is. Um, but he's a threat. I just rather would have had him later in the game. I'd rather would have, if you're going to do and put Ugarte there, I think maybe you should put Xerxes in the other 10. Maybe. Um, you don't have Mount anymore. You can't put them in there, but you could definitely do that. And I think you might see that if Ahmad is not really a threat, I'm sure that Yurskis will come either for in that position or take Sesko off the field. So and they got Sesko up front. So we have a threat. There's a little bit of pace there. It's not lightning quick, but it's pace. It's pacey enough. We know that City has a problem in their back. So I don't know how we're going to play it. I want us to have some control of the game, but maybe we'll be trying to do what Ole used to do, just beat them on the break. So uh, I'm not that upset about it. I tell you, after about the first couple games last year, or when there was a time there that Ugarte was doing pretty well for me. It looked like he was different level, and I was like, good, this is what we need. If he can get that level back, and the fact that his former coach is putting him back in over the press pushing this Kobe Manu stuff all the time, I think it's going to be a good thing. But again, you don't know what happens on the field. You just don't know. I think that we're the better team overall. When you look at the lineups, and we do have people that can come off the bench and do things. Again, I'd rather would have kept Ahmad on the bench because we'll see. I mean, he might take over that game in that position. Who knows? We'll see. I'm still going to stick with my 2-1 because I think we'll still do something stupid to give up a goal, or maybe they'll hit something that just you can't stop. The truth is, if we play well enough with the players we have, I think we could score a little bit more than that. But that's it. I'm just going to wait around for the game to start, and after the game, I'll come back and we'll talk about it. I don't know if I'll go live or not, um, but we'll talk about it and see where we are at that point. It's a very important game. So we'll talk about it then, and you guys have a good another hour before the game starts, and we'll talk about it after the game. Bye.